Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the monkey. So welcome back all my lovely monkey friends. Let's give these a shuffle up and let's see how you guys are doing this week. Also, let me extend my gratitude to all those that have hit the subscribe button because we're at 300 subscribers now. I didn't expect it to ever get that high. So thank you very much for all those that have hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't, so make sure you do, because we're going to be doing a lot more videos on the Chinese Zodiac in the future, not just readings. This is my last busy weekend, and then I will be getting on and doing all the videos about all the other things, like the affinity triangles, even though I've already done yours, but also the karmic cards and the soulmate cards and the conflict lines and all of this. So if you are interested in learning more about the Chinese Zodiac, then make sure you hit the subscribe button anyway. Let's get on and pull out these cards for you guys today. Let's stop about there. And we'll take that one from the bottom. We'll take this one from the middle, this one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we've got two whites and a black. So we're starting off in a bit of a positive place, and we're going to move over into a negative one here. However, black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right. It all depends on what we've got on the other side. And firstly, we've got the white horse moving forward, which is good. You're coming up with some conclusions, which is good. The monkey and the horse are quite compatible to a degree. They can cooperate. And they do like to capitalize on each other's talents. And I think right now that's what you need to do, is you need to capitalize on what you're good at, on the talents that you have. I think right now you just want to get things done. You want to get things moving. You want to get things out of the way. You know, you want to, it's almost like an end of an era. So you want to stop what you're doing now, get it all finished, so you can move on to the next phase, like reading a book where, you know, you're coming to nearing the end of the chapter, and now you're waiting in anticipation for what comes next, or you know the second part, or the next phase. And that horse is going to take you into that. It's going to deliver you as it moves forward. It is moving forward, which is a good thing. That horse is also quite an emotional card. So we're looking at things that are maybe quite romantic, or sort of relationshipy, where things could actually start looking progressive. And when I say relationships, this could be friendships, people that you work with, things like this. It doesn't always have to have that romantic element. This is something that, you know, you're moving forward just in general with, I want to say, other people, someone else, something else. There's something else involved here. So you are moving forward with this, which is good. You need to remember the importance of seeing that bigger picture when you're moving forward as well, because it's so easy to get distracted and caught up with all the little stepping stones and how difficult and small it is to navigate through these tiny little steps. However, you have to acknowledge the fact that you are actually making progress across the river, even if the stepping stones are small and tedious. Now, this could be a long-term thing, or it could be a short-term thing. It depends on how well you enjoy it. If you're enjoying it, then this could turn into a long-term thing because you want to keep it going for as much as possible. This new phase, this new thing that's coming in, this is gonna require you to be sort of flexible and adaptable to it. You're going to have to adapt to this and change with this and flow with it. And if that's something that you enjoy, then it's going to be something that you're going to work with, and you're going to keep pushing forward because you're enjoying yourself. If it's something that you find quite frustrating and agitating, you're going to want to shy away from it. You're going to want to try and find a shortcut. So it all depends on perspective right now. But it's okay because we've got the rat coming in, which you're highly compatible with. The rat is a part of your affinity triangle. That rat is part of your crew. So this is a great card for you to have right now. This is moving forward in a very productive way, and you're already putting plans in place in order to make that step. The rat, again, is another emotional card. It's got those sort of ties to it, like a rat pack. Somebody close to you or something's close to you right now is worth it. It's worth that push. It's worth almost, making those changes for, which is a good thing. This is all in the positive, which is great. You're a clever problem solver, but sometimes you need to be shown the problems before you can solve them. And that rat is mindfulness, it's resourcefulness, it's seeing the bigger picture. So as you move from this phase with the horse in that productive way, moving forward, where there is a bigger picture for you to see, that rat is that reminder that there is a bigger picture, and you are going to start acknowledging that. You are going to start to feel that now. It's going to start to feel quite exciting. But unfortunately, you could turn this around, see it from that negative space, and then start to dwell on it or to shy away from it. Fight against it almost. Is that self-sabotage? Is that caution? Is it reservation? What are the reasonings for this? You need to figure that out. Maybe you just need space in order to let it take its sort of, take its toll on you a bit in a less harsh way. If you're right up in the midst of it, it's going to hit you a lot harder. So maybe you just need to take a bit of space, and then it will brush past you rather than smash into you. But either way, this is going to affect you, no matter how you look at this or how you go up against it. Whether it is shy and reserved or full on, it's still going to have an effect. But it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, even if it feels like, I suppose in some ways, I feel like in some ways you could want to stop this because you're going to perceive it in that negative space, when really you don't have to. You could just let it flow, because you are going to produce a lot more by allowing this to happen, by making this your prominent objective, your primary kind of goal, to take the stepping stones across the river in a productive way to get to the other side. We've got a dog card here as well. Again, quite protective, quite sort of emotionally involved. That dog card is also in the negative. So we're looking at something where I don't want to say there's a conflict, because there are no animosities between the monkey and the dog. They are actually quite compatible, but it's in the negative, and we're looking at a protection card. You're trying to protect yourself. So maybe this is now, this is kind of like a shying against these cards or shying against that and becoming more pessimistic about things. And as a result, you're going to want to run from it. But how has running from things in the past served you, monkey people? How has that worked for you to avoid things? I don't think avoidance is the key here, because you were doing really, really well in these positive places. This is productive moving forward. It's almost like you've talked yourself out of it. It's almost like at the last minute you stopped yourself, and therefore you're now going to have to go the long way around, because, as I say, giving yourself space and taking a step back, you're still going to get brushed up against it. It's still going to affect you. It's just going to be more dragged out now. And then every day that you're in that protective space thinking that you're doing the right thing is another day where you're not moving forward in a productive way or in a swift way. Rather, you're moving forward, but you're being dragged. So that's kind of like the choice you have. It's either be dragged in a more painful, uncomfortable way, or get up, walk, embrace it with confidence, and take it as it is and move with it. That horse is moving forward. That rat is seeing the bigger picture of why you need to do it. It's productive. It's progress. It's good. But then again, you've then hit a wall and gone, oh no. Maybe this is a sort of response or a defense mechanism, because it is feeling good and things do feel right and you feel like you've made a decision, and then you start to talk yourself out of it, as I say, and start to convince yourself that it can't be done, or you're not the person to do it, or it's not the right time, or there's this and that, or excuses, all excuses. That's what I'm hearing, monkey people, is excuses. And you're not going to solve the problems or be able to continue jumping the stepping stones across that river to the other side if you're making excuses of why you shouldn't. But we'll find out, won't we, how you get on with that next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the monkey. I will be back at one last point today to do the reading for the rooster. So if you're interested, I'll see you then. If not, I will see you next week, where we'll see how you guys have got on with that. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.